that's a party-size entryway.
Welcome to my townhouse, friends. I can't wait to hear the results of your investigations.
I see you found your way to this Baragon person too, comrade. We started to compare notes about the recollection, but then he insisted we wait for you. So, go talk to him. I need to know what's going on.
Nice to know someone considers what I have to say in my status.
Baragon has graciously offered us the use of his townhouse as a base from which to conduct our investigations. Speak with him, please. I know he is curious about what you discovered.
Oh, I always discover so much.
I can't believe we found a corrupted seed at Ostemere. That the recollection somehow caused the new forest to overgrow Westfield. Or that my friend Sorelin was involved. Laramil wants to talk to you, but I'd like to hear what else you discovered.
Well, Tribune Ithelia and I kept Recollection and Daedric forces from invading Skingrad at Rustwall Estate.
An invasion launched from Rustwall Estate would have taken Skingrad completely by surprise. I'm glad that you and the Tribune were there to stop them. But the Recollection working with Daedra? That's a troubling new development.
Indeed. So do you know Tribune Ithelia?
By reputation, we only just met. I know she does troubleshooting for Count Atlanteus, so I figured I might run into her eventually. She apparently heard about me too. Just showed up on my doorstep. You learn anything else out there?
The Recollection was looking for Ithelia at Elengwyn, but we found her first, then she vanished.
Ithelia, the Daedric prince you and Laramil are looking for?
Princess.
You met her? Incredible!
Princess.
But why is the Recollection looking for her?
Female.
Never mind. I think you should talk to Laramil now. I need to consider all this.
Our initial investigations are complete, Proxy. Let us speak. Encountering a material confirmation of letters,
Yes.
I thought it would take longer for us to find and confront Ithelia in person. We determined that my suspicions about the frayed fates proved correct. Each location had a connection to Ithelia.
So what do those connections tell us?
That the Recollection and the Miramor Daedra seek to restore Ithelia to power. They cause the New Forest and Wildburn devastation. And Ithelia wanders west-wheeled, starting to remember. For helping me reach these conclusions, take this reward.
Miramor. The world underneath the mirror dimension.
Speak with Baragon. See if he has a thought about our next steps. Ithelia's presence untethers all consequences. It makes it nearly impossible for me to perceive the threads of fate, let alone determine which threads to follow.
Is that a problem? Most people can't see fate.
Most people do not bear the responsibility of preserving reality itself. If we guess wrong about what we must do, or simply fail to do it, disaster ensues. I do not like to leave such decisions to chance when the stakes are so high.
So what do you suggest we do then?
Trust in Baragon's knowledge of the Recollection. There is an anomaly I wish to look into while you and he pursue the cultists and ferret out their plans. Perhaps the Wildburn seed you found in Ostemere is the place to start. I shall find you later.
Does it have culinary value? I wonder. Probably extra spicy.
I've been thinking about Ostemere and your investigations with Laramil and Tribune Ithelia. The Recollection was involved each time. We need to determine what they're planning next. Maybe the Wildburn seed we found in Ostemere can help us do that.
How could that help us with figuring out the Recollection?
I'm not a green speaker or a spinner, but I know a corrupted seed when I see one. If we can trace it to its source, I think we can find the recollection. Luckily, there are experts on this sort of thing close by, in the wood elf town of Vashabar.
Could Vashabar's wood elves be involved with recollection?
Bosma who honor the green wouldn't have anything to do with the wildburn seed. But I want to show the seed we recovered to a green speaker. If they can tell us more about it, it might lead us right to the recollection. Help me, and I'll pay your way.
Very well. Let's do this.
Here, just to be safe, you should carry the wildburn seed. Green speaker Derelith in Vashabar should be able to tell us something about it. Just follow the gold road into Dawnwood and turn north. Tribune Alea and I will meet you there.
So you said no Bosmer who honors the green would deal with the wildburn seed. What about Sarlin?
Yes, I'm confused by that as well. Green speakers are mages who work within the green pact to shape the forest to meet their needs. Every wood elf village has a green speaker to grow new pod homes or shape useful tools. It's an art my people cherish.
So why is green speaker Sorlin working with recollection? Why would she possibly want to do that?
You saw what I saw at Ostermere. My old friend Sorlin has lost her way. If she had a hand in the use of wildburn seeds, then she's turned her back on the green pack. I'm not sure she can do that and still call herself a green speaker.
There's an evil aura. Seems to be corrupted with the mirror dimension. Its back half is crystalline scorpion. Quite a beast on the front. Feline, I'm not sure. Well, these are some nasty little plants. Not now. See you later, sucker. Pun intended. Well, this isn't a forest near a local park. Big, very big.
We're done here. Agreed, you arse.
Here for his bones. Fine. Real rotten ruin of all the days. I'm sorry you had to see that traveller. Our family drama is a poor welcome to Vashabar. Those two old timber pigs were our fathers. My beloved Clendigal and I simply can't get them to see reason.
Well, she's pretty. It's probably taken. Of course, they all are.
We want to be married, and our
Yep.
fathers, trees take them, won't hear of it. You just saw the backside of an argument we've had many times. This was the last. Glenn and I are going to leave. Start a new life. Can I ask a favor? I have coin.
Yes, you may have coin. What are you offering to do with it? What is the favor, and why won't your fathers let you marry?
They don't see eye to eye on anything. It's like they want to grind each other into bone. Long story. If you're inclined, find my Agawen Cyril and tell her we're leaving. We need supplies, and she might be willing to help us.
This is kind of a nice subplot. I think I'll consider adding it. I'll find Agawen Cyril and let her know your plans.
Cyril's my aunt. She owns the beer garden at the center of town. You can't miss her. Ifrey, the singer himself, must have sent you. Thank you, traveler.
I'm new to Vashabar. Can you tell me about it?
It's our newly grown home. We're a clan of wood elves, originally from Valenwood. We follow the Green Pact, but a number of us support the Dawnway as well. We crossed the River Strid when the forest of Valenwood extended into West Weald.
Valenwood crossed the river.
Depends who you ask. Some believe the Green grew the forest and led us here to establish Vashabar. Those who follow the Dawnway see it as a sign we were meant to reclaim the land of our ancestors, provided you believe we're descended from aliens.
Can't you just get married, ignore what your fathers think?
Oh, what a brilliant idea! Sorry. Perhaps where you're from that's an option, but not for us. Without the blessing of our fathers, not a soul in Vashabar would accept our union. That's just how we are.
So nobody else could bless your union?
We've plenty of family friends, but no one like that. How could Burl? Glenn and I both lost our mothers when we were young. It's one of the things that drew us together. We need our fathers to consent. Or we need to leave.
Your families hate each other,
I'm slightly exaggerating. But while the language of my people is expressive and beautiful, we have no word for fundamentally disagree with to the point of violence.
What's the disagreement?
My father's a Green speaker and devout follower of the Green Pact. Glendigal's father is an important envoy for King Nantharian's Dawnway. If they weren't so worried about appearances, they'd have punched each other in the bits by now.
So the disagreement is because of their own views.
They hated our match long before we crossed the River Strid and Vashabar was grown. But the last few months have been tense to the point of breaking. We tried one last blighted time to convince them, as you saw, and failed spectacularly, damn it.
Vashabar. This is an interesting place. That will do.
Like a leaf on the breeze sometimes. I can't help it. Leaves are so pretty when they get blown around. Why would I want to be stuck on a branch? Surely it's better to follow the wind. There I go again. What were you saying?
They have cat women. They have cat women. Maybe that one was newly created. Never mind. This place would be an awesome summer camp. What's up, kitty? Quest check.
What exactly are you implying, Colovian?
I'm not implying. I'm saying it outright. This land wasn't yours to grow a forest over.
That's enough, Tribune.
Fine. You and the mercenary handle it.
Apologies, Greenspeaker. What can you tell us about the seed my friend is carrying?
Mercenary. I guess that means me.
A Colovian soldier can't just stroll into our town and throw around accusations. If not for Baragon, he may not be part of our settlement, but his good works are known to us. Well, what is it? What did you bring to show me?
We found the seed in Ostomer. Baragon thinks you might be able to tell us something about it.
Does he? Well, let me take a look. This appears to be a green spring seed, but it's unlike any that I've ever worked with before. It's infused with strange energy.
Well, don't look at me. What is a green spring seed?
Green spring seeds are what green singers use to grow new sections of forest and shape them into enclosures and settlements. We use some to create Vashabar, but this one is corrupted. Still, something familiar. Wait, I've sensed this before.
When? Where? When?
I was out exploring. Dawnwood may be a blessing, but I'm curious as to its origin. And the devastated area troubles me. I ran into Wood House with a covered cart. There was a whiff of strange magic about it. It must have been one of these seeds.
And where did you find this covered cart?
Here, I'll mark your map. I met the Wood Elves with a covered cart in the hills east of Leftwheel.
Thank you.
If you find more of these corrupted seeds, burn them. And don't worry, I'll destroy the one you gave me after I finish examining it.
How did you grow this forest so quickly?
We had nothing to do with the appearance of Dawnwood. King Nantharian tells us that it is a natural extension of Valenwood. That its sudden growth is proof that we are meant to reclaim our rightful heritage of this land.
Dawnwood, Valenwood, a king.
Dawnwood is what we call this new forest. Valenwood lies to the south, just across the Strid River. King Nantharian gathered Bosmer, who wanted a fresh start and took advantage of the new forest to build the Vashabar settlement.
You might have asked the locals about anything about what just happened. Apply some diplomacy. Make sure you got their welcome. Don't just move in. There are people here. They were here before you got here. Back in Ostomer, where the seed came from, the recollection indicated they created the new forest.
That makes no sense. No ritual I know of can make a forest grow so quickly. If the corrupted greenspring seed, this wildburn seed, is capable of that, I really must study it. I need to determine if the seed's taint has spread into the green.
This corruption and strange energy you sense, do you know what it is?
I need to conduct tests, make a detailed study. But if I had to guess, I think it carries a whiff of Daedric magic, which could explain the unprecedented explosion of energy and the area of devastation along the border, the wild burn.
Well, on a side thought, if the growth of this forest was natural to you, then shouldn't you have been much more considerate and diplomatic and investigative before moving into the area? I think you're too excited and optimistic and a little bit self-entitled to go that length. Now I heard that your people might be part of the recollection.
The Tribune sees a threat in the eyes of every Bosmer, but she may not be wrong. I've heard rumours, secret gatherings, elves taking up past walk before we accepted the Green Pact. Some who follow the doorway may be tied to the recollection.
Dunaway, what is that?
Our new settlement consists of two Bosmer factions, those who observe the Green Pact and those who follow the Dawnway. These elves cultivate crops and harvest wood, but they would never abuse the Green's gifts by corrupting a Green Spring ritual.
Tell me more about the Green Pact.
We Wood Elves are children of the Green. Long ago, we swore to never harm the living forest. We do not cut wood or pluck fruit. In exchange, the forest shelters us and shapes itself to our needs. Those who follow the doorway walk a different path.
Shapes itself to your needs. That's contradictory to the role of the Green Speaker.
Now that she mentioned it, I've heard of green spring seeds. If the recollection was able to corrupt the sacred seeds of the green with Daedric magic, that's unthinkable. Before we go look for that cart, we should talk to King Nantharian first.
And why is that?
King Nantharian's an interesting person, charismatic, a visionary. He saw an opportunity and rallied Wood Elves to follow him and start this settlement. As I understand it, he leans toward the Dawnway more than the Green. We need to warn him.
What about?
That his followers are in danger. While drawing Wood Elves away from the Green is next to impossible, Green Speaker Sorrel notwithstanding, the followers of the Dawnway are right to be recruited by the recollection. The king needs to know.
Agreed. Let's warn the king before investigating the cart.
If Baragon insists we go see this so-called king, let's make it quick. We don't know how much time we have before the recollection strikes again.
You are so territorial. You suspect a tie between the Wood Elves of Vashabar and the recollection?
They both showed up in Westweald around the same time. Oh, I don't think every Wood Elf in Vashabar is a member of the recollection, but some must be. It doesn't help that they occupy a new forest that appeared on land that doesn't belong to them.
I can understand your argument there.
Sure, the new forest sprang up in a part of Westweald that was mostly wild and uninhabited, but it's still part of the province. No one in Vashabar swears allegiance to Count Calantius. What's he supposed to make of that?
Squatting. So you're concerned about the claim to the land?
I'm not concerned about lines on a map. People are getting hurt. The devastated area at the border of the forest is ruining farms and spawning dangerous beasts, not to mention the attacks by the recollection.
Sure.
Someone needs to answer for all this.
Someone needs to investigate it.